I've been Boone.
I'm breaking down Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode by episode. Here's 99 things you missed in Season 1, Episode 9, Sal's Pizza.
This is so amazing. Everything about this is amazing.
What are you talking about?
For some reason, Terry has this small but inquisitive post-it note on his lap.
A virus got on the server and sent all of us an email with everyone's search histories.
Scully searched for how much fudge is in a calorie.
1 calorie of fudge would amount to roughly 1/4 of a gram. And Gina is rocking a very cat-heavy tie, which is both in character and shows more of Holt's influence on her.
I never found the answer, but it's a good question.
This is the same powder we saw on his desk in the last episode, and for some reason it has a football on it. Is that a football thing? I don't know. I'm not from the States. Also, at this point, I'm genuinely considering adding a Vince Gilligan, Quentin Tarantino-esque feet counter due to the sheer amount of times we see this man's dogs.
Boyle looked up how to make desk yogurt.
And I am thrilled with the results, although the jar is really hot.
Yes, growing live cultures like this is possible, and it does usually release a lot of heat. And I forgot to formally add it in episode 2, so here's the yogurt counter.
You searched for cheapest date possible.
Ready for dinner?
For the second episode in a row, we get a cameo from this wooden duck, and this guy with the tray of drinks disappears.
Here we go.
This is also the first and only appearance of a vending machine at Schur's.
Would you like something sweet or maybe savory?
Just like the ones in the break room, it's full of interestingly named fake brands. My favorite being Party Munch.
And I'm stuck.
This is one of the few times the show doesn't fade back to the original scene after a cutaway and instead goes straight into the intro.
Yeah, we'll be right there. Boyle.
This, like many locations in this episode, is the Paramount Studios backlot. In this shot specifically, we can see they've digitally added the New York skyline. The car they arrive in moves back when they get out and has a plate that would never have been issued by the state of New York. By the time the design changed in 2020, they had only printed registrations starting with F through J. The letters K and Q could have acted as the county code for Kings, but this system was discontinued 24 years before the blue and white plate design was introduced. Truck 105 also appeared outside Prospect Park Credit Union in episode 6. Surprisingly, that fictional brand returns behind the arriving Fire Marshal Boone. The plate on his car is formatted correctly for a government vehicle with the single letter preceding 5 numbers. Okay, fine, I will stop talking about license plate regulations. This is also the second instance of this choppy slow-mo, with the first being used in episode 2. Both episodes were directed by Craig Zisk, so I wouldn't be surprised if this acts as something of a signature for him.
Hey, Peralta. Hey, Boone. What are you doing here, you Nimrod?
The word Nimrod actually originates from the great hunter and biblical son of Cush. Cush? It's with a C, but I'm reading it as Kush. The name later became synonymous with tyrant, before being adopted into American slang after its alleged use by linguistic powerhouse Bugs Bunny.
You're a fireman, you should know how to treat that burn.
Someone went to the effort of adding falling ash in this scene. While I couldn't confirm how they achieved this, my research suggested anything from powdered mashed potatoes to biodegradable packing peanuts. Throughout most of this episode, Jake and Charles have switched badges.
This is a fire, which means it is fire department jurisdiction.
Good solve on the Herman Avenue burglaries.
This might be the first street name mentioned that isn't actually in the precinct. It's also the second mention of the name Herman, with the first being the janitor in episode 6. So my guess is it's a reference to a friend or family member of the cast.
Where do farts go? I was reading Scully's searches.
Apparently the gas molecules dissipate until the smell is no longer noticeable. Thanks to Sylvie from the Discord for answering Scully's question.
Why'd you do a search for magic-themed singles night?
Thought I'd mix things up.
Although he's never directly named, this character is credited as Lance Legweek and is the only listed acting role of Christian Ford, which might actually be the most American name I've ever heard. Slowing it down shows Lance actually pulls the dove from inside his jacket after igniting the flash paper. This coconut thing is back. It's facing away now, which makes me feel bad for calling it off-putting in the last episode, so I'm gonna apologize and digitally flip it around.
Why were you looking for real estate in Ropesburg, New Jersey?
Ropesburg PD offered me a job as their new police captain.
Ropesburg, New Jersey doesn't exist.
We gotta get past those firemen.
Hitchcock and Scully are playing paper football and even have a little scoreboard set up that shows Scully is kicking ass.
I feel very uncomfortable saying this to you, but it doesn't seem like it's worth it. Unless you think it is.
I do.
For just this shot, there is someone behind a monitor in the corner. There isn't a desk set up here at any other point, so this is truly baffling.
Sal is only the 8th best.
Not only does Jake's badge flip without him moving, but the guy walking past disappears when we cut to Charles.
Sal's has the 4th best texture, 9th best crust. They're only 7th in mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.
This is the show's second mention of mouthfeel, with the first being in 48 hours.
Boone is incapable of conducting a crime investigation.
Fire Marshal Boone is named after show producer Marshall Boone.
Gasoline. I'm pretty sure that's water.
This is shot on the same backlot as Sal's, and features this same trash can prop from the last episode.
Only one way to tell.
Apparently a lit cigarette can't light a pool of gasoline, but going frame by frame shows us that the puddle lights before the butt even hits it.
Here's the mope who hacked our computer system. His name is Corey Park.
My name is Savant.
Savant is played by Alan Angela Vista, who is actually a recurring character with a second and final appearance coming in season 2. He's also wearing the most generic anti-authority shirt I think I've ever seen.
His people name is Corey Park.
The break room whiteboard has the first of 3 new ads for the event Karaoke for a Cure, and Holt's posture changes between cuts.
We may need to hire a new IT director. Why don't you and Gina get together on that?
It looks like Chelsea Peretti actually cuts her hair here, but there's a very real chance that it's just a hair extension or something similar.
They don't be hacking into my stuff.
Scully and Hitchcock are still playing paper football. Despite time passing, their scores are still the same.
What are you two doing here?
You're a detective. You detected out.
Good one, bro.
I know, bro.
Wow, it's like watching Meet the Press.
This is in reference to the political interview show that has been running in some form since 1947. It also notably features Dennis Haybert, who later appears in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as Bob Anderson.
Take a look at the files. All right, fine.
The audio of the firemen laughing sounds obviously cut in and doesn't match their physicality.
It's a donut because you're cops.
The long-standing cop-donut connection came about due to coffee shops being open all hours. Officers on the night shift had few other options as nowhere else served food that late. They were also more than welcomed by store owners due to robberies being far more frequent during night hours. This preferential treatment often involved free pastries, hence the donut stereotype was born. For a split second, Boyle hits this amazingly sarcastic smile.
I'm so sorry about the fire.
I can't believe it's gone, Jake.
Sal is played by writer and comedian Joey Coco Diaz. He's had many roles in similar shows, including The Mentalist, How I Met Your Mother, and Everybody Hates Chris. His character being close to Jake is fitting, as Andy Samberg later learned that his actual biological grandfather was named Sal.
Can you think of anybody who might have done it?
That jerk Mario comes to mind.
Mario is number 10 overall in Brooklyn.
Of one Foodie Weirdo's personal pizza email blast?
This folder-holding extra walks past in the same direction twice.
Yeah.
The extra sat at the kitchen table seems loosely tied to reality as she disappears and reappears between cuts.
Okay, we'll start with him. Then we'll move on to the rest of your competitions.
We stop at home for a pizza bib?
The pizza bib is an actual product, but is more a concept designed for a box than a necessary food-tasting implement.
No, Charles, we gotta go fast.
Right. I'll just use my work bib.
No bib. We're gonna solve this for you, Sal.
What's his name? Cone.
The evidence room has once again changed layout. Despite this, the calendar still remains the same as the last time we saw it. Given that episode 6 took place on Halloween, it can't still be October, so I'm just going to assume no one bothered to change it.
Oh, Ropesburg PD. Nope.
This corkboard is back, and now it features what I can only assume are counterfeit bills and checks, Polaroids, and this piece of paper just marks reward.
They just offered you captain without considering anyone else?
Like Scully.
Mario, this pie needs work.
This is again shot on the Paramount backlot and features this subway entrance for Bergen Street Station. In a nice bit of continuity, it's right next to the actual 99th Precinct building. Mario's is rocking a positive review from the hilariously named Quotes magazine.
Do you have to spit?
In a word, yes.
This is actually something food reviewers do. It also allows Boyle's actor to do multiple eating takes without having to actually digest all that pizza. This car goes past in the same direction again in a few seconds.
Let me tell you what I think happened.
It's very subtle, but Jake's lips don't match up with what he's saying here.
Your credit card transactions are down by 1/3 in the last 6 months. Poof! No more Sal's.
The night of the fire is at my father's funeral.
My condolences.
The extras on the street change in the cuts, and we can see that the props team went to the effort of making custom Mario's Pizza brand boxes.
Gino, this pizza is much better.
All shots of Gino's Pizza were actually filmed in the same building as Mario's. They used the checkered window covers to make it less obvious, but the street number, mannequins, and identical map of Italy we'll see in a second still give it away. They also utilized a graffiti truck painted by recurring artist Eric Scottness to ensure the subway entrance was hidden. In my opinion, this was a missed opportunity, as there is a real Gino's Pizza directly next to Bergen Street Station.
You did 6 months in prison for a B&E.
The night of the fire, I was at the prison giving a motivational speech.
This guy in the beanie just appears, disappears, and reappears between cuts.
We gotta check out that crime scene.
Can't. Fireman locked it down.
Those hose monkeys can't stop us.
You must be Simon Walker.
The sign on the door says Interrogation A, despite this being the only interrogation room.
What's your favorite Jay-Z song?
This is a very appropriate artist choice from Gina, as Jay-Z was born and raised in Brooklyn.
I don't know. Big Pimpin'? It's Big Pimpin'.
I'm really nervous.
Yeah, we're all just calm, cool, collected.
Terry lifts up his clipboard way too late here.
These firemen are not moving.
Jake isn't wrong, as that truck hasn't moved at all since we last saw it. More interesting, however, is the presence of the New York Ledger, which is yet another defunct paper like the New York Herald from the pilot.
Tell him your little boy's cat got stuck up in a tree. Short hair, calico, the son is adopted, your wife is in a coma.
Oh, that's brutal. I like it.
Given the context of later seasons, the adopted son angle was a very appropriate choice here.
My little boy Brian, I bought him a short-haired calico after my wife fell into a coma. Motorcycle crash.
I personally see Charles's imaginary wife riding a motorcycle as him manifesting a future with Rosa.
That looks like you, handsome guy.
Legally, you can carry a knife in New York City as long as it's concealed.
Struck out a T-ball. Everyone called him Crying Brian.
What is the deal with you and this second-rate pizza joint?
This same pizza sign was used in the window of Gino's.
In cases of arson, the owner always did it.
We actually hear an identical sentiment in a later season from the world's most stable insurance adjuster.
I've caught enough arsonists in my day to know that the owner always does it.
Oh, that escalated fast!
This has to be the most obvious use of stunt doubles yet, as Jake, Boone, and Boyle tried desperately to keep their faces covered during the scuffle. Both the establishing and interior shots were filmed at the now-retired Firehouse Hotel in LA's Art District.
I apologize, Marshal Boone, for Detective Peralta's actions.
He's obsessed with this pizza place.
What I'm obsessed with is how you're bungling this investigation.
For just this scene, Jake and Charles switch badges back.
They should write a song about it called Welcome to the Bungle.
What's it actually about?
When I was a kid, I was shortstop on my Little League team. My dad was the coach, and after every game, he would take the team to Sal's. He left me and my mom, and the worst part about it was that I couldn't go with him to Sal's anymore.
Jake having daddy issues is such a common occurrence, it's getting a counter.
I'm sorry that happened to you. We're gonna solve this thing together.
I initially didn't bother looking for the location of this shot, but this blurry street sign and even blurrier license plate helped me work out it is stock footage filmed in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Did you drive me out here to kill me? I thought about it.
The rear window has been blurred in post to avoid showing the fact the backdrop is likely just LA.
I wanted to show you Rope'sburg.
This is the police department in Belmont, Massachusetts, and even has the state flag in clear view. If Rosa actually drove to both of these locations, this is what the journey would look like.
Can I ask what happened to the last captain?
He quit because this is the most boring place on Earth.
Obviously, there's not an objective way to measure how boring a place is, but geographically speaking, it would likely be somewhere like Saskatchewan that is essentially just a large open plain. Emphasis on plain, am I right? Shall we?
It's true. Gotta be known for something.
What about this guy?
Do you remember Rosa's reaction last time the printer jammed?
This is a very nitpicky thing to say, but shouldn't this printer be in the copy room?
I'll pay for that.
Above the fridge are the OTs that Hitchcock and Scully were discussing a few episodes back. They join the wooden duck and weird coconut thing as my favorite recurring non-character characters.
We already have the perfect candidate already. Savant. Turn your greatest weakness into your greatest strength, like Paris Hilton re her sex tape.
The title of her sex tape was One Night in Paris, and is attributed to a large amount of her current fame.
If I had a mic right now, I'd drop it.
Here's the file you wanted.
The camera is briefly out of focus here.
My therapist is gonna be very proud of me.
The certificate behind Boone reveals his first name is Ned.
Oh my God, I know who did it.
Not a detail, but this is an identical, like, oh, I figured it out moment to the 1 in 48 hours.
My turn? Nope, no time.
After escaping it for a good few episodes, this series once again makes me reference the events of September 11th, 2001, which Boyle seems to be very happy about. Woo! The graffitied van is back.
Gino's pizza's always been the tastiest.
Gino is played by Patrick Robert Smith. While he appeared in The Mentalist and Criminal Minds, most relevant to this episode is his role as a firefighter in Wisdom of the Crowd.
Wrong. That's what made it so suspicious when he suddenly loved it.
Not only is the choppy slow-mo back, but 3 of the 4 shots aren't even from their visit to Gino's.
Oh, Maron, the sauce. Continue.
Marone is the southern Italian pronunciation of the word Madonna, and essentially means the same thing as holy smokes. However, a homophone of this is also North Italian slang for testicles.
You also stole his secret sauce recipe.
Gino Bianucci, you're under arrest.
Do you mind?
No, this
I
is
can
my
handle this.
collar, if I'm not wrong.
I don't have the script, but surely this part is at least partially improvised, so I'm gonna count it.
I don't care. Gino Bianucci, you're under arrest for arson. Yes!
Unlike most other jurisdictions, FDNY marshals are legally considered armed police officers and can thus actually arrest people.
It's whack, and you know it. Their #1 crime is tricycle theft.
It's rare that I am truly taken aback by a headline, but while looking into New Jersey tricycle theft, I found this. So, I don't know, maybe Roseburg isn't as boring as they're making it out to be.
There's a bakery attached to the precinct. Come on, Santiago.
This actually makes Amy's earlier suggestion of Scully a perfect one, as he'd have little to no work and easy access to baked goods.
I'm competitive. I have 7 brothers and I was the only girl.
We work in a police force full of dudes. We gotta have each other's backs, okay?
This mirrors how both actresses describe their relationship during the casting process. For whatever reason, this establishing shot is ridiculously overexposed.
He made my computer smarter.
To match the break room, the kitchen whiteboard and this poster are advertising the karaoke for the Cure event. Scully has gained this strange little gnome guy on his desk to keep his piggy bank company, and the map section on his monitor is of Harlem.
If Savant was to do anything to harm this precinct, would I destroy him? Answer uncertain. Try again.
While this line does go kind of hard, it's not an actual response you'd see on a standard Magic 8 Ball.
Peralta.
Jake's desktop has changed and now looks to somehow be running Mac OS.
Yeah, look at that. I've been booned.
Boon can also mean blessing or gift, which actually makes sense considering Jake's response.
Well, the joke's on him because I was out of shaving cream.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
It's a fun prank, but this setup would be impossible, right? Like, you'd have to either uproot the pole or completely break the paddling pool. Thank you to the one true Osaka for becoming a certified sweetheart despite Dispatch trying to stop you. The 10K Q&A should hopefully be out between now and the next video, and I know I said that last time, but oh fuck, I still gotta eat coffee grounds as well. Shit, okay. I'll see you in 2 weeks for a belated Turkey Day special.
Not a doctor.